Today on the show, we'll talk through a curious silly season move from Monday in dirt late model racing, plus Gio Scelzi versus Jacob Allen, an update on the conditions at the Stockton Dirt Track, and more. Let's go. It's Tuesday, April 9th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is Dirt Tracker Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. Did you guys know the MyKubota app is your ultimate companion for managing your Kubota equipment on the go? You can stay connected with your machinery with real-time monitoring and maintenance reminders. You can track your equipment's performance, view manuals, and more with just a few taps. I was curious what the closest dealer was to me here in the Charlotte area, so I opened the app, one tap on the dealer's button, and there it is, Highway Equipment and Tractor. Never miss a beat with MyKubota because your success is Kubota's priority. Download now and revolutionize the way you work with your Kubota. To get the MyKubota app, you can scan the QR code in the lower right corner of your screen. If you look right about there, you can scan that QR code right there. You can also click the links below in the video description or search for MyKubota in the Apple app and Google Play stores. Because silly season in dirt racing doesn't have any sort of definitive schedule anymore, it's called silly season because it used to just be a certain part of the year, but now it's just kind of all year round. We always have to be on guard for driver changes, and we had a curious one yesterday in dirt late model racing. Around 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Coltman Farms Racing posted to their Facebook page that the team had, quote, mutually agreed to part ways, as we always get, with driver Ethan Dotson. Dotson, who's from California, joined the Coltman Farms team in September of 2023, and it didn't take him long to find victory lane. Dotson bagged nearly $10,000 at the Talladega Short Track with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series on September 30th. And then so far this season, Dotson had made 17 appearances between the two national tours, Outlaws and Lucas, and then the various regional stuff. He won the season opener for the Spring Nationals at Waycross back at the end of February, and at the moment is fourth in the Spring Nationals championship standings. Dotson is coming off of a weekend where it appeared he had mechanical issues on Friday at Buckshot with the Spring Nationals. He did DNF after starting inside the top 10, but he then bounced back to a top 10 finish on Saturday night at East Alabama. Looking at his recent results, there's no string of crashes or missed features or really many poor finishes. Speed Weeks down south earlier this year was a battle with the team making 6 of 12 Lucas features and 2 of 4 at Volusia with the Outlaws. They did lead laps in that Outlaw season opener, but nothing that you wouldn't expect out of a regional team up against the big guys. So it certainly makes you wonder if something more might be up here, and the message boards and social media seem to think they've got it figured out. The overwhelming sentiment is that this could be the destination for Hudson O'Neal. Clear out Ethan Dotson, in comes Hudson O'Neal. Huddy obviously looking for a permanent ride at the moment after departing the Rocket House car a few weeks ago. In the interim, he's been driving Kevin Rumley's car, but a full national tour run is not something we've seen a Rumley car do in a few years. Rumley as well, probably going to run a bunch of shows this year with Kyle Larson in a car. And all along, this deal between the two sides has been characterized as temporary. In 6 starts with Rumley, O'Neal has 5 top 10s, including 2 7th place runs this past weekend at Volunteer Speedway with the XR Super Series. The Coltman Farms team wasn't a national touring operation before between Dotson and their other driver, David McCoy. But with all of the sponsorship deals this season among the top guys from Brett Coltman, you talk about Brandon Shepard, Brandon Overton, Ricky Thornton Jr., they've got various series sponsorships as well. It would appear as though they have the resources to make a jump to a national tour with a guy like O'Neal. At this point, though, all of this is just speculation and rumors. We'll see what pops up in the coming days. We are still a few weeks away from Lucas getting rolling again with an April 26th stop at Georgetown next on the schedule. So still plenty of time for all of this stuff to kind of shake out. There was no word from the Dotson side on what could be next for him. Before the Coltman Farms deal, he was racing for Chris Bragg, and that's a name we've been talking about here recently as Logan Seavey will drive a super late model for Bragg coming up. Remember, last week we shared footage of Seavey testing that car in Texas with Vinny Giuliani. Moving on, did you guys see the interesting back and forth yesterday between sprint car drivers Gio Scelzi and Jacob Allen on Facebook? If you might remember back to Saturday night at Arrowhead Speedway during the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Show, Scelzi, Allen, and David Gravel were all battling for second inside 10 to go. All three had what appeared to be a close moment on the front stretch, but in the aftermath, we saw that Allen had actually a collapsed front end after contact with Scelzi's KCP-18. Allen went from what was probably going to be at least a top 5 finish to then what was a DNF. Yesterday, though, Alan posted a photo of a front end build to his Facebook page with the post saying, quote, "Building new front end today, waiting for Gio to come help me put it together. Should be good to go by the end of the day," unquote. Scelzi responded by then saying, quote, "If you want to talk shit, you can at least tag me in your post so I can see it." The back and forth then spilled further into the comments, but it looks like some of those replies have now been deleted. Don't worry though, there are plenty of screenshots floating around because, as you know, the internet never forgets, and a couple of those screenshots on the screen for you. I don't know if this was real or if this was some sort of maybe fabricated drama that was floated to me yesterday on social media, but either way, I'm here for a little spiciness between these drivers. Things, at least publicly, are often pretty tame, and so when we do see things like this situation, or if you might remember the Brad Sweet versus Tim Kading video at Houston's from last year, that was the one where the two drivers shared some friendly words under a red flag period. Stuff like this turns into a big deal. And in reality, though, this is often much closer to what things actually look like between the competitors. People get heated and things are said. If this adds a little something extra to the racing going forward, count me in, I'm here for it. Jumping back to the reconfigured Stockton Dirt Track, there were definitely some strong opinions on that track's remodel following this past weekend's NARC 410 and Sprint Car Challenge Tour event. Several of you made your thoughts known in my comments section on the Sunday show. It sounds like the work is already underway to evolve the track and make some improvements. Gary Thomas, who's an announcer and media guy in California, posted a statement to Twitter yesterday, and it read, quote, "Spoke with Stockton Dirt Track promoter Tony Nassetti, and stage 2 of the new track remodel is already being worked on, but first off, he wanted to thank all the teams and fans for supporting Saturday's event. Conditions were obviously challenging, and we were fortunate to get the show in with all the rain that had fallen leading up to it. Plans are in place to raise the banking and add material to the surface, along with adjusting the width and shape of it. The track lighting is also going to be addressed. The Turn 3 K-rail / fencing protecting the pump house will also be extended down the backstretch, giving it a more natural and safer angle that teams have expressed concerns about," unquote. This was a big change to the Stockton Dirt Track, and I'm sure Nassetti and his team knew there would be some issues going in, but it's good to see they have plans to make adjustments. NARC will be back at Stockton later this month on April 27th. All right, that's it for the Daily Show today. Make sure to head over to DIRTRACKR.com/theslider and sign up for our free email newsletter. I have 2 new pieces to send out this week, so don't miss out on those. If you'd like to contribute to a future issue of the Slider, you can shoot me an email or a DM on social media. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.